So, you and the congregation of St Edward's have been involved in the Stockholm Institute's Green Streets project. What is that?
It was a project that was set up by the Stockholm Institute at the university to see if community teams, by working together, would have more of an impact on reducing their carbon footprint than urging individuals to do it. So the concept was that it was a team approach and that we would be competing with each other to try to reduce the carbon footprint in different aspects of the way in which we live.
So when did you start the project? When did it kick off?
We started at the beginning of this calendar year, more or less in January, having had our carbon footprints individually measured against a number of parameters with the Stockholm Institute's calculations. And we were all by the footprint that we had when we got our results, and we wondered how on earth, in one of the worst winters of the last 20 years or so, we were actually going to make any difference to it. And so I think there was still enthusiasm, but there was uncertainty as to how much we could actually do. But everyone looked at every aspect. Travelling was one thing, but it isn't the only thing. In actual fact, our houses are probably the highest proportion of the energy we use. And it's there where people started to look at their insulation and their use of electricity, whether they were able to reduce it by simple things like turning lights off or having low energy bulbs and so on. It seems such a small thing, but actually it does make a difference. It would make a huge difference if everybody were to do that, and only to have lights on, the low energy variety, when you really need them to be on. So insulation of the house, use of gas for cooking, all this sort of thing. Very simple things, really. Things such as not leaving the oven door open when it's blasting out heat. I think once you start to think about all these things, any number of things, you can become quite obsessional, and to those that don't share your enthusiasm, you can be a bit of a nuisance. But it all makes very good sense, and it is something that I think everybody had a good look at, and they did clearly, they made some changes. I mean, we overall, we had slightly more than an 11% reduction in our team of our carbon dioxide over, in fact, a 6-month period within the year. So yeah, there are a variety of things that we did very successfully, and I think it did generate a good feeling, a good team spirit, and I think also a greater understanding of what the problem is and what we can do about it and what our responsibility is.